We are ready. Few more seconds waiting for chairman. Thank you.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes, everybody, for coming. We're going to go ahead and open prayer like we always do. We're going to have Ms. Councilwoman Secretary Rosa Alvarez.
Thank you. It's truly an honor to be able to say our prayers. I thank you for the honor, chairman and council. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this day. You blessed each and every one of us, Lord Jesus. We come to you humbled and grateful for another day, Lord. I ask that you just continue to guide us, protect us, and continue to give us the strength to move our nation forward. Bless our families, our friends, our relatives who are in mourning, and those who are suffering some kind of sickness in the hospital, or those who are in the streets. Please, Lord Jesus, open up doors of opportunity for shelter, water, and just a safe place to lay their heads at. Lord Jesus, I ask that you just continue to bless our business as we move our nation forward. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Secretary. Can we get this meeting started and get roll call?
Roll call, list date, July 10th. Chairman?
Here.
Vice Chairman Yucupicio excused. Secretary Alvarez is here. Treasurer Cupis?
Here.
Councilman Flores? Here. Councilwoman Frias is excused. Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez?
Present.
Councilwoman Gonzalez?
Here.
Councilman Munoz is excused. Councilman Saldaña?
Present.
Councilwoman Sanchez is excused. We have quorum with 7 present and 4 excused.
Okay, thank you. Can we go ahead and move forward and approve the minutes?
Do I have a motion? For approved minutes for June 26, 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilwoman Gonzalez and second by Councilman Flores. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. I will abstain. I was sick during that meeting, so thank you for excusing my absence.
And then, Madam Secretary, I will also abstain.
Okay. I have 2 abstentions and 5 yes votes. Motion passed.
Okay, thank you. We'll go ahead and move forward. Action item number 4, special reports. I'll go ahead and start off. I was just a little bit confused because I got 7 revisions. I just,
Thank you to the directors who are submitting late.
okay, we'll get organized here. So I want to thank everybody that has came, everybody online. We continue to work together with directors to develop the new policies that we need for each department to have and to be in line with what they're running and the classifying of what duties they provide to members. In doing that, I think it's going to give us more direction and more guidance to accomplish and meet the goals of some members of services. But we'll continue to work with directors to move forward in doing that. We continue to work on the constitution reform. There was a lot of questions about the reform not happening or that we're doing it for nothing. I did remind a lot of the members that we continue to work together as the council and we are here to listen to their requests and members of their concerns to kind of put light to it, to try to see what we can do to meet their goals and meet their agreements of what they're asking for. But as a council, like I've always said, that we are a working council. We're going to continue to move forward to try to accommodate anybody that has any concerns or bring up any concerns to the tribal council. And we'll continue to move forward on the reform, constitution reform. So that's all I got. We can start from left to right.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes. Hope everyone is well. First, our sincere condolences to the families and friends that have lost a loved one. Many congratulations going out still to students that have been graduating and making other achievements throughout Native country. Congratulations. We're looking forward to the leadership that you'll bring. You are our future, so it's important that we continue to support you in the adventures that you've taken on the youth also, and adults. Happy birthday to anyone. I don't want to say names because I forget, and then they're like, you didn't say it to me. So just happy birthday, happy anniversary, and whatnot. Today I'm just going to report on some of the recognition stuff. We've been getting many calls. I am overseeing the recognition sports. So we have different community members or employees that are taking the lead on each event. And, the same basketball, volleyball, chair volleyball, softball. But one of the things this year that I really want to touch on is the adaptive sports, or in other areas it's known as unified sports, or maybe special needs kids or adults. So that's what we included this year. We have a great team that will be leading that. The Guadalupe team, Miss Jessica in education, and Rebecca Ochoa will be leading the Guadalupe. And here in Tucson will be Miss Lynette Sol and Melissa Higuera or Duarte, I'm not sure what she goes by, and Miss Alvia. So it's something new. So we hope that, it's inclusive of all the population that we serve throughout the community. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be on a small scale. We're not doing the actual Special Olympics, and hopefully this is what this leads to. Try to be inclusive of that population. We've, across the board, I think, have noticed that we do have a gap in services for the children and adults with special needs. So if you would like to volunteer for any of these events, please reach out to myself, Daria, Rosie, and Jose, who have been actively taking part in the planning, or Miss Jennifer as well, for the recognition events. So it's exciting to see that. We'll see what it looks like. Like I said, it's going to be on a small scale for the adaptive sports, but we want to start including that population. So I'm looking forward to it. Don't know yet what it'll look like, but I'm excited. I'm trusting the team that they'll do great. So thank you. And she'll talk about that. That's pretty much. I hope Ricky's here. He'll give an update on housing as well. So thank you and have a good afternoon.
Lea Centenia, Malea, Councilwoman Andrea Gonzalez. Good afternoon to those here present in the room, and for those who are watching online. I also wanted to give my condolences to those community members who have lost loved one, friends, and those who are still healing. My prayers are with you. Continuing on with recognition, we have, along with the adaptive sports, we do have a art contest that's out. It's out on Facebook, on the website. So it's a call to all artists. And there is different age groups. There is cash prizes, and the deadlines for that is Friday, July 25th, promptly at 5 p.m. So just know that that's out there. Also, let's see my notes here. Oh, also the vendor sign up. So for vendors that are have come into the past or new vendors, there is the vendor flyer and application is out. You can go to administration to receive that. The deadline, uh, the deadline for a lot of activities during recognition is the end of July, the vendor being one of them, the call to the artist being close to the end of July. Also, I know softball is the end of July. So just be mindful of those deadlines that are coming up. But we are looking for vendors to return and maybe some new vendors. All that information is posted on the flyer, but the exact deadline is for the vendors is July 31st, so the very last day. Yep. And that's all I have for recognition. And going on to our oversights, I sit on most of our oversight committees, actually all of them, here with Tribal Council. So in these last 2 weeks, different events, but health was a big one this week. We also, actually, most of Tribal Council got to go out with Dr. Romero, our education director, out to the U of A. We got to meet our new provost. Her name is Patricia Prelock. It was a very great meeting with her, very productive. She seems to understand um, where we lie as a Pascua Yaqui as a sovereign nation, and our values for our people, our students that are there at the U of A. And she was very receptive and liked a lot of ideas that Tribal Council who were present had to give to her. So she was really thankful for us to be able to give her some of that historical knowledge of what has worked, what we've liked, and of course, how they can improve and how we can improve our working relationship with them as well. Again, summer months are going really fast. On July 19th, the Education Department is having their Back to School Bash event that will be at the Annex in the morning from 8:30 to 11:30 for some school supplies, food, games, and some entertainment. Also on July 19th, the Health Department will be having a movie night at the Mantela at the pool here at the Wellness Center, and that will open doors at 7 p.m. That's July 19th. Also here in Tucson, July 26th, the Health Department will be having, it has the same name, so another Back to School Bash, but this is the Back to School Bash that is directly where parents can take their children to get physicals, sports physicals, immunizations to prepare for the school year. So 2 Back to School Bashes here in Tucson, actually in New Pascua, that's July 19th, here at the Annex, and July 26th at the Health Department. So a little bit of a different goal there. One is school supplies and one is more health related. Also, in Old Pascua, the Back to School Bash will be on August 2nd. Also in the morning from 8:30 to 11:30. I'll let my co-chair, Councilman Saldana, share the Guadalupe information so there's no confusion, and there is a change in location for that. Also, schools quickly approaching. Our very own Head Start here, Iliusi Matawapo, is still recruiting students. Children that will be 3 and 4 by August 31st are eligible to attend. We have lots of space for a lot more of our students, so please get out and fill out those applications. August is around the corner, so I urge you to move on it. The contact there will be Miss Adriana Suarez. Their phone number is 520-838-7150. And also within education, the education department is still doing clothing vouchers. They will go to the end of August. So for those parents who are wanting the extra assistance for to buy school supplies or to buy clothing, shoes, I believe every student is eligible for, if they're financially eligible, they can get up to $150 to use. But one thing to keep in mind, again, I urge you to apply as soon as possible because it does take the tribe and not just the health department. Once the health department gets your information, then it's taken to finance, and then a check has to be cut out to you also. That can take a couple weeks, especially if we're working on a couple hundred students all at the same time. So if you haven't done it yet, I urge you to do it so that we can try to get those funds into the family's hands as soon as possible. I also wanted to give a quick update on their constitutional reform. This last Monday, we met here in New Pascua. This is the second round of the constitutional reform meetings. Very successful meetings. There's a lot of interest, so we really thank the council, really thanks the community, because this is the whole reason we're wanting to do these meetings is so that there's community involvement. We want there to be participation. There's a lot of members that have a lot of historical knowledge on how the Constitution was established, and of course, a lot of input of things that should change, and those things that maybe are still work for the tribe and can stay in there. So we encourage you to come back out. This Saturday is the next meeting, again, here in New Pascua at 10 o'clock. And we'll be visiting again, this is the second round of visiting all of the communities. After this week, it'll be at San Martin, 39th, on July 16 in the evening at 6 p.m. So I encourage you to come out even if you're not familiar with the Constitution. It's a safe environment to come out and learn, and also for those that have more experience as well. Please come and help us educate the community and see what the needs and wants are of the community. So with that, I will pass it along. Thank you, Chairman.
Chocotesia, thank you. Thomas Coupes, Council Treasurer. I'll just kind of summarize some of the stuff I mentioned last time. Won't go into gory detail. With Yaqui Times available on the main webpage of our tribe, you can see our report. The printing is delayed, but if you want to see it, you can go onto the website and see our report that a council member has submitted for community review. So I'll touch base on some stuff that we do in our assistant program, that we help with culture activities and uplifting our community members financially and making sure that the tribe is keeping our culture alive and well and strong. So in total, from the beginning of the fiscal year in October to May, we have spent almost $400,000, with 44% of that going for the Lenten ceremonies and fiestas and various other culture donations that we made. So I know that's a priority of council to make sure that we keep that strong for future generations and honor our ancestors to the past. So I'm really glad to see that. I just did the percentage here because I was curious. So that kind of made me feel good inside. With that, if you need help or anything, please reach out to council members, treasurer, or any of our executive staff to make sure if you're struggling with employee hardship, we can assist you. We can also direct you to other departments. We have housing, social service. So if you're kind of confused and don't know where to go, please reach out to any one of us, and we're willing to direct you in the right direction. Times, they seem to always be getting tougher. People's wallets get tighter. Financials look like they're struggling with dot plot projections of interest rates, which is a fancy way to say your loans you may have to give more money to the bank. And then with tariffs coming into effect, we may have to start paying more prices on certain items. So if economists are saying if you have extra money to spare and you have children going to school and some of the devices are a little more complex when it comes to technology, computers, maybe cell phones or anything of that kind of like, buy them now than rather than later, because they're only going to get up once tariffs really get into full effect, because we're not 100% sure. You know, there's still debates out there exactly how those tariffs are going to roll out, but it's probably best to be safe than sorry if you can manage that. So I think that's all. I'm going to leave it for you. Thank you. Chocotesia.
Good afternoon. First off, I'd like to thank our dear and precious Lord for blessing each and every one of us with another beautiful day. On behalf of Secretary Alvarez, I would like to report, we continue to stay busy with oversights and other meetings. Um, I know last council meeting, I was excused because I was sick and I'm the tail end, but I'm here and I'm feeling better. So thank you for all those who kept me in prayer. I will like to report that on June 25th, I was able to attend the Department of Children's Safety tribal consultation to discuss the enhancement to notification requirements when a child runs away or is missing from a facility licensed by DCS. So this meeting was very meaningful. It brought the tribes together to start the brainstorming and the ideas and the thought behind strengthening those policies and those requirements to make sure our children are safe. So I appreciate DCS for meeting with us. I know they extended an invitation to host their next meeting at one of the tribes, and me being the tribal leader that was there, along with Domingo de Garza. Where Domingo at? Mr. Domingo. And we also had social services, Mr. David Barfield, in attendance, and they offered us the opportunity to host the next meeting. And of course, it would be an honor. So I'm grateful for Tribal Council for willing to start collaborating on the next meeting. And I think it just builds good a collaboration and it strengthens our relationship with DCS. So I thank them for their leadership and their willingness to work with tribes on issues that affect us. Also, on June 27th, I was able to attend the ITCA meeting, the Intertribal Council of Arizona, where June 15th was on the agenda for resolution, and it was passed. So to know that all the Arizona tribes are unified and in agreement that we need to continue to promote and share awareness on ICWA and to celebrate its win from the U.S. Supreme Court is definitely a great win and a great, it's a great deal to be able to continue to move this movement forward. Right after ITCA was ITAA, which the abbreviation is the Intertribal Association of Arizona. There were some vacant seats, and Salt River nominated myself as the secretary for ITAA, in which I already serve as a secretary for ITCA. So it's a great honor when you have other tribal leaders nominating the tribe because of our efforts. We continue to be at the table. We continue to advocate. We continue to lead in so many things, including ICWA. So I was very humbled that the other tribes supported and all voted for myself to sit at the as the secretary on behalf of the tribe. And again, it's just efforts to all of Pascua Yaqui tribe. So I just want to acknowledge everybody's work and the fight we continue to do in Arizona, moving, things in a positive direction for our children and for other water settlement issues and gaming. So we continue to lead in so many ways. So I just want to congratulate the tribe for that acknowledgement. Also, I did want to acknowledge some youth. I won't go into too much detail. I'll let Mr. Saldana, Councilman Saldana, go into details. But I did want to say congratulations to our Yaquis that were recently given some pretty big titles for unity. So I just want to congratulate Amaya and Leila for being selected for very two prestigious titles. But again, I'll let him share. Also, somebody I wanted to acknowledge was Miss Ebony Flores. She played, should I say, she pitched in a USA 16U tournament in representing USA, and in the key position of a pitcher is truly a great accomplishment. Her talent just it just continues to put me in awe, because I mean, I know we have some talented Yaquis, but to know we have this young, very motivated, driven, talented pitcher on the mount for to represent USA and Pascua Yaqui is something to be proud of. So congratulations to the Flores family, but especially to Miss Ebony, because it's you who put in the work, girl. Continue the great job and continue to shine bright. Also, I just want to acknowledge two youth leaders in the audience. I just want to commend Ms. Desiree Valenzuela, Mr. Ruben Aguirre, two Chokim leadership representatives here at council meetings. I want to thank you for continuing to show that you want to be more involved, you want to learn more, you want to continue to be a role model to the youth. I truly appreciate that you guys are here and taking notes and continue to be a leader among the people. I think that's it for now, but I just want to say thank you for joining in and thank you for your attendance. God bless.
Good afternoon. Diosam Chamanyavo, Ketchamalea, Anepo, Jose Enrique Salaniateac. I have a few items to report. So as the Secretary mentioned, I had an opportunity to travel to San Diego, California last week for the United Nations Indian Tribal Youth National Conference, and it was a really great conference. So the dialogue, the topics were all on point. So this year's theme for the 2025 conference is Voices of Hope, which emphasizes Native youth using their voices and leadership to create positive change in their communities. And HOPE stands for Heartfelt Conversations, Open Dialogue, Promoting Resources, and Encouraging Change. So like I mentioned, several of our youth leadership groups here within the tribe and throughout our various communities had an opportunity to attend, and I just commend them for taking that leadership to travel up there, to be active within our communities and engage in important topics. I know some of the topics consist of energy, consist of water, and I know there was a really good session where you've had an opportunity to speak to the leaders that were there in regards to concerns and issues that are affecting them throughout their own communities. So it was interesting for me as a council member to sit in that room and see the difference between what the different tribes are facing across not only the state of Arizona, but across the U.S. So I know here particularly, as we have acknowledged throughout our communities, we deal with substance abuse. So in other tribes across the U.S., water was on the topic, pollution. So the conversations were very positive, and I thank all the youth that participated in those conversations, because it's important that we include them in these conversations, because ultimately they lead up to decisions within our government and how we govern our nations. As Secretary mentioned, we're really proud of two specific youth. So Ms. Leila Kokobachi, who earned Earth Ambassador, so congratulations to you. We look forward to all the research and all the work you'll do, not only on behalf of our Yaqui people, but also on behalf of all Indigenous youth and Indigenous students. And I've had the honor and privilege of joining Amaya Escalante from our community of Old Pascua, who earned the Western Region Representative title. So she'll be representing the Western Region, which I believe includes Las Vegas, Arizona, and I'm forgetting one more. But again, Amaya, congratulations to you. We're very proud of you. We look forward to the work that you're going to accomplish this year within your term. And again, we're just happy for all the youth that are achieving great things within our communities. Moving on for senior services, I did want to provide as one of the co-chairs for senior services. So my fellow co-chair, Councilwoman Irene Sanchez, is currently attending with Councilwoman Frias the Indian Health Services consultation up in Phoenix. So we thank them for being there to ensure that a voice for the tribe is at the table. But I did want to provide a few updates because I know there's been questions, concern in regards to what's going on exactly at the senior center. So I did want to inform, so we did receive the resignation of Ms. Maria Paisano, the former senior service director, last April. So we wish her well. We thank her for her contributions to the senior center, and we wish her well in her new position here within the government. I did want to inform that we did open up the director position, so thankful and grateful for chairman that allowed us to open it up to see what kind of candidates had interest. So we did open it up for the standard time that the Human Resource Department places them on the careers portal. So from that, we did receive 3 candidates, and from there, the oversight committee did go ahead and interview those candidates. So we had phenomenal candidates. So we thank those that took the initiative to interview. So it's always hard to get up there and interview. So thank you for taking the urge to serve our community, specifically our community elders. So from there, we did interview. The oversight committee did select their nomination/candidate. We referred that per the tribal constitution back to Chairman Hernandez, and Chairman Hernandez did graciously accept the nomination. So the appointment of Ms. Rosana Dominguez is on today's agenda, and we're just excited to have her a part of the team. And I know just with her 30 years of experience here with the government, she'll do a phenomenal job. But I did want to thank our senior service staff, our seniors that participate in a lot of our programming for the patients during the transition. I know that we're in the middle of a renovation, so I just want to say thank you for the patients, because I know we've been working out of the wellness center and it's a little bit compact. So I'm really grateful. Thank you to the health division for their patience during the construction phase. I know we've been using the wellness area, and I know that we've been delayed several times within the construction. And a lot of that comes with the allocation, the additional allocation that Tribal Council approved for the center, which was about $425,000 of state appropriations to address a lot of the needs within the senior center. So I'm really grateful for my co-chair, Ms. Sanchez, as well as the support that the Tribal Council has provided the oversight committee. So we're hoping, we did already receive, and just to give a little bit of background on where that funding went. So a lot of that funding went to the renovation of the senior center, and we did go ahead and allocate some of that funding for transportation. So I know transportation has been a huge need for many, many terms now, years, for our senior center. So we're gracious enough to allocate for a huge bus, which I believe is a 40-passenger bus, as well as a 9-passenger van that's equipped with all the ADA needs that's needed. So again, thank you, Council, for the support that you have provided the committee. Moving on to education. So as my co-chair, Councilwoman Gonzalez, mentioned, we had a great dialogue with the University of Arizona. So I know right now we received several concerns. Me, myself, and co-chair Gonzalez and the council have received concerns from students not feeling uplifted within the university, and concerns about what's going to happen to NASA, the Native American Student Affairs Office, as well as other concerns regarding federal cuts. So I know we had a great dialogue with Provost Prelock about the federal cuts on indigenous research, and did let the provost know where the tribe stands, and that we are hoping that the university continues to uplift indigenous voices on campus and continues to support our Native American programs at the university. So they have committed, like I always tell all of our universities, we're watching and we'll be there as tribal leaders advocating for our students every step of the way, no matter what's going on right now in the world. So again, thank you to the University of Arizona. Myself and the council and the education oversight are expected to travel up to Flagstaff to visit Northern Arizona University and meet with the university leadership there as well. So, and a lot of that is focused on how we can go ahead and fill some of those service gaps that are happening within the several districts that are serving our students. I know that education right now is under attack, and there's a lot of uncertainty in regards to our programming that we provide our Indigenous students. So again, do know that we are meeting with the districts and we are advocating not only for our students, but students from across Arizona. And then I did, on the topic of our constitutional reform project, we continue the momentum to try to get that project up to a point where it'll go up for an election. So I did want to announce that I've been working with the tribal council to organize a specific meeting that's going to for our youth and our young adults so that they're able to express themselves in regards to the amendments that they would like to see in the current constitution. We value the input of our community youth, our members, our young adults, and we invite them to those spaces. So that meeting, we're going to have two meetings. So on Thursday, July 24th at 5:30 p.m. In New Pascua at the new health building within their conference. So we encourage any of our community youths to participate in that. Additional from that, we do have one happening in Guadalupe, which is going to be Thursday, July 31st from 5:30 p.m. And then again, that'll happen at our Itomhiapsi building. So any youth that are out there, any young adults that are out there, we encourage you to participate in this historic moment. Because eventually, when it's time for voting, and even it'll affect you in whatever perspective that you see. We definitely know that we want to gather as much input from various populations. Additionally, from that, I did help organize with our senior center an elder meeting for the constitutional reform project, which will happen July 16th, again in our new health buildings. So that'll happen at 10 a.m. We encourage all of our elders here within our communities of Tucson to join us, and we're going to present on exactly what this project consists of and be able to gather more input in that. I promise I'm almost done. So in regards to Guadalupe, so I know there's been, I've personally received, and I'm sure the co-chairs for the health division have received phone calls, emails in regards to what's happening with our new health center. So the health department, health division leadership continues to work with our partners for the building to be able to finalize agreement. So I know we've had a couple hurdles, but we're hoping, crossing my fingers, that that building is open in September. So hopefully early September, but definitely by the end of September. So again, I just want to thank the health division leadership, Dr. Chico Jarillo and Ms. Shana, who have continued to push that project forward. The finance department, facilities, and all our government partners that have been working on that project. IT, Ms. Barbara Macias, thank you to your staff that's working on the IT portion of that building. But we do hear the excitement of our community of Guadalupe wanting that health building to open, as for many, many years, many, many terms, we've lacked health services there in Guadalupe. And I'm very fortunate that the last council, and now with the support of this council, that we're able to accomplish that for the community and address that need that's existed for many terms now. Just again, I encourage, we're focusing really heavily on all the federal cuts that are happening in education, specifically in Indigenous research. So if any students have any concerns, definitely don't hesitate to contact the Education Division Oversight Committee on those concerns. Other than that, I believe that is all the report I have. Dios Mchokotesia, thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rolando Flores. Just want to welcome everyone here physically in the building and those joining us online. I'll go ahead and mention two things about the constitutional project. We do have an employee lunch session that's scheduled for this Monday, July 14th. It's an invitation to tribal member employees who may or may not have the time in the afternoon or the weekend to join us to talk about any issues or concerns they have about the Constitution, questions they have about what's in it, and what people are thinking about as far as changes go. Another thing I want to mention about that project is that we did have a trial virtual meeting. We've not had one yet, but we want to make sure we know the mechanics of how to conduct those meetings before we actually have one. So those are going to happen very soon. For the members who have been selected to be on the advisory committee, we are going to communicate with you the roles and responsibilities, expectations that we have. As a council, we've been working on coming up with all of those things. So please be patient, and thank you for all the participation up to this point. We want as many tribal members to participate as possible, so please feel free to reach out to us and ask any questions. I do want to express my condolences to those who have lost a loved one, especially to our co-counsel, Mr. Francisco Munoz. He's experiencing a loss, and just want to let you know our thoughts and prayers are with you. Thank you.
Thank you, council. We're going to go ahead and move forward to action item number 5, new business.
Chairman, I have some, if I may. So as co-chair Gonzalez mentioned, we have several back-to-school events that are happening, so we encourage our families to participate. So I know there's a huge need in supplies and backpacks, so definitely don't hesitate to attend those various back-to-school events. So the one for Guadalupe will happen this Saturday, July 12th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So, and it has moved from our previous location, Frank Elementary School, to our Itom Hiapsi building. So we'll be there from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And again, I thank council for the additional allocation that was approved to support those various back-to-school events. Aside from that, I did want to invite all the communities, all of our Yaqui communities, to celebrate the Fiesta de San Jose up in Guadalupe. So I know that our committee of Matachinis, as well as myself and Ms. Alvarez, our Itom Hiapsi administrator, and just community members within Guadalupe have been working to plan our fiesta, and we just welcome and invite everyone to participate. So that'll happen at our Santa Lucia church, and it'll happen Saturday, July 19th. So come on out and join us. And then I have one more reminder. So I know YOMA Youth Council is currently recruiting for the new term. So any youth that are out there that want to be active within our communities and support a lot of the projects that are being worked on here on the government side, please do not hesitate to apply for our YOMA Youth Council. So it's a great opportunity to get involved, a great opportunity to earn some skills. And overall, lastly, I just want to encourage all of our tribal members that live within Congressional District 7. So we have a special election that's coming up, and it is Tuesday. So it's a very important election to fill the seat of late Congressman Rahul Grijalva. So whatever candidate that you are supporting, at the end of the day, that's your choice. We don't endorse any candidates here on the tribal side, but we encourage you to get out there and show the importance of our Yaqui voices. So Ms. Pasos will share a little bit more about our polling location, but get out and vote. If you run into any voting issues, our Yaqui Vote staff, as well as myself and Councilman Frias and the rest of the council will be there supporting our voters. But vote, vote, vote. So it's a special election for Congressional District 7, which does cover our communities here within the Tucson area. So again, just go ahead and vote, and I will leave it at that. Thank you.
Chairman. I just wanted two quick invites. St. Kateri Feast Day will happen July 12th at St. Kateri Church. On 29th, the procession will begin at 6 p.m. So all communities are invited, all members. The second one is closing ceremonies for Yaqui Little League will take place on the 25th, which is only a few weeks away. If you have a program and have not been out there, please come on out, share your information, especially the preschool people. That's our biggest age gap on Fridays, so come out and do your registration between 5 and 8. Dental, give out goodies, whatever program you may have. Get out the vote. I'm still waiting for you all to come out, so come on out during the week, Monday through Friday. But our closing ceremonies will take place on the 25th at 6 p.m. Also, for St. Kateri Parish, don't forget to register your children or yourselves for any sacraments that are needed for baptismal, communions, confirmations, marriages, all that good stuff. You can find the registration online on the St. Kateri website. Thank you.
Chairman, if I may, I have two announcements. One is the next council meeting is in 2 weeks. I had it here. The next council meeting in 2 weeks at 6 p.m. But also what I wanted to announce, along with acknowledging Miss Leila Kokobachi, she currently is in a internship in the project is Indigenous Climate Internship Program for the Middletown Rancheria of Promo Indians in Lake County, which is another prestigious opportunity. I know she's just finished getting back from Unity. She's at her internship and away from home during a hard time in her family. They just took a loss, so I just want to send my condolences also to the Valencia family. But also, I know today's a special day, even though it might not feel special. I know today's your birthday, Miss Leila. Know that we love you. We're praying for you. We pray that God blesses you with many, many more wonderful birthdays. And again, council meeting is in 2 weeks at 6 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, council and community members. I just wanted to come and say a quick reminder for the actual special election for Arizona Congressional District 7 is coming up. For any of you that still have your ballots, I encourage you to take them into any polling place. Early voting starts tomorrow. So for those of you here on the reservation, the voting site is now the tribal chambers since the Azul room is currently being occupied. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. They also offer emergency voting on July 12th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And July 14th will be the last day for early voting from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Pascua Yaqui Tribal Chambers. The actual election, the special election will take place on July 15th, and it'll be from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., again in the tribal chambers, and also at the Old Pascua Community Center. So please mark your calendars, and please know that this is a very important election to the tribes. So we really encourage you to get out and vote. Please do not mail in your ballot. It's too late to mail it in. It won't be counted. So we encourage you to come and drop them off at a polling site near you. If you're an employee and you have your ballot, you're more than welcome to come and drop it off at our tribal chambers as well. So thank you.
Ms. Pasos, can you share, or maybe Mr. Morales, if you can share just the administrative leave for voting for our employees? So you hear that, so any of our government employees, definitely we encourage you to vote and utilize that leave.
Thank you.
I mean, we'll take the 4 hours, but, I know. Ricky Vidal, Executive Director of Housing, just some few updates about housing. Our boarded up homes, just a quick update. Our phase one, the 7 homes, will be handed over to us by the end of the month. So we should have families in there by August. We are working off of the wait list to get those in there as well too. Phase two, those, we should have at least 2 homes by the end of the month. There's been a little bit of a delay because of product, but by August 15th, we should have the rest of those homes completed as well too. Phase three, the last of the homes, we should have those in hand by the end of October. So we're working along those homes. We're way ahead of schedule because we weren't projecting until 2026. So we're gonna have all of these homes filled and ready by no later than November. So again, thank you to council for giving us this opportunity, the funding for that. Budget 2026 is coming, so expect some things there too, Tomas. Home ownership workshops are coming up as well too. July 22nd is in Guadalupe. July 23rd is in Tucson. A quick little update on the wait list. We have increased we used to be at 1,000, a little bit over 1,000. Now we're over 1,300. So we do have families that are interested in actually submitting their applications as well too. One last update. Internally, we're doing Employee of the Quarter to just promote an employee that's been above and beyond his call of duty. Our first one of the quarter is Mr. Ernesto Ochoa Sr. So just wanted to put him on the spot there. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chairman, members of council, those in attendance and those online. Before I give my announcement, I want to give my condolences to those who have had somebody pass away, unfortunately, and also our condolences to Mr. Munoz and his family as well. I just have a quick reminder in regards to, Councilwoman Gonzalez mentioned about August around the corner. This is in regards to our Tribal Recognition Day. Just a quick reminder for everybody as we approach the final stages of the planning process. Please, we kindly ask that each department identify a designated representative to participate in the planning process. This is an exciting event. If you haven't done so already, thank you to those that have. Please make sure that you share the name of the department representatives with us no later than this upcoming Monday, July 14th by end of day. And please send that name or that representative to Ms. Maria Elias in Human Resources. Thank you.
Thank you. It's very important that we all participate, all departments participate in this recognition. It's the value of us showing that we are respecting our elders, in which they have put this path on us to continue our tradition and Yaqui culture. And this is why it gives us this ability to be tribal members for the Pascua Yaqui tribe. So I want to thank everybody that's taking the time to participate in that. You know that sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get participation, and I know it's very hot out there, so, but we don't mind getting a little dark here, Rolando, right? But, yes, we'll continue and move on to action item number 6, which is call to the audience. I guess the only one that has submitted, Jesse Bustamante.
My morning, not done yet. So, first of all, a little introduction. I know I only got a couple of minutes, but for those of you out in the audience who don't know me or up on stage, my name is Jesse Bustamante. I'm a resident here of the Pascua Yaqui tribe. I've been here since I was 4 years old. I'll be 50 in another couple of months. It's a long time. I currently do reside here at 7540 South Camino Raju, here in New Pascua. So what I'm up here today to present is, I want some answers, basically. Let's start here in December of 2017, 8 years ago. My mother passed away, leaving me her home there at 7540 South Camino Raju. In pursuit of that, I've been working with the land department, which has been very cooperative, but I've run into a couple of issues, and started making phone calls to figure out where this process is getting lost. And, I've heard everything from no responses on emails, no phone calls back from departments or directors, or a lot of this has to do with the housing department. I get it. We were all here and we understand what the housing department went through in the last couple of years. It's somewhat excusable, but not that bad. So within my pursuit to figure out how I can obtain the title to my mother's house, I've run into a situation most recently, as of Tuesday of this week. I made a phone call to the finance department and I spoke with a young lady her name was Rosalinda Cordova. She is the finance accounts payable manager. She told me that there was an invoice that was submitted for a rather large dollar amount that is in my name. That was submitted by the housing director himself with the permission and authorization from someone on council. So, okay, she didn't give me a dollar amount, that's fine. So I made some inquiries. I spoke with Pablo Rivera. I also spoke with Alex, who is the business coordinator, administrator. I don't know his official title, but they were both in the conference room. And he told me that yes, an invoice of $85,000 was submitted for renovations for the unit that I was residence at on Camino Yoembo. So, $85,000, people. $85,000. This house has been abandoned for 3 years. I was evicted back in 2023. And then excuses started coming like, oh, well, it took so long because all the damage that you did. So I have photographs in my iPad, and I can show you guys how I live. Yes, I did alterate the house to accommodate for COVID when we were in COVID. My understanding was that this tribe got millions of dollars to supplement for that. I know because I'm in construction and I was part of it. I was forced to put a brand new AC unit on the home, which made my home insufficient. You guys didn't put double pane windows. They didn't put new doors. I didn't get nothing. So every time I turned on that AC unit, money just went out the window or out the door. And oh, it's coming. We're going to get windows for you. We're going to get this, yeah. In the meantime, I'm paying the bill. So anyhow, I went ahead and I made the alterations on my own, out of my own pocket. You know, we were in COVID. People were dying. VCT flooring, if anyone knows who VCT flooring is, it's that white flooring that you all have in your house. You know what's the inside of that stuff? Asbestos. You know what happens when you peel that stuff or it starts to crack? You're exposed to asbestos. You know what happens when you mop? All that dirty stuff gets in the cracks and stays there. You're exposed to it every day. So I said, screw this, I'm not going to live like this. Some people are dying. My kids were in the hospitals back and forth. One would get sick, the other one would get sick. It was an ever-ending battle because we lived in a 10 by 13 square foot room. That's 120 square feet for 2 kids. You know, put 2 single beds in that and a dresser. How much walking room do you got? Do you have any 6-foot distance? No, you don't. So anyhow, we went through it. We did it. I did what I did. I left the house. I was evicted for what they call damages. And I didn't put up a fight. I said, okay, that's fine. I inherited my mom's house. I'm almost done renovating that. So I moved. I didn't expect someone to hit me with $85,000, brother. You know that house has no equity value, right? We don't own the land. God damn it, am I replacing the roof for you too? I don't get it. Anyways, so it has been confirmed that it is $85,000. But here's the other question that I just came, is that he just mentioned that there was 3 phases, and the second phase is waiting on materials. So I forgot something. he has to get water. I get nervous. But I have this. And I made you all a copy of it. So when you get a chance, take a glance at this. This took me, this booklet here of 17 pages took me about 5 minutes to put together. And what it is a material list, a building material list. So I took the current square footage from that house, and I found all the material at Home Depot. And I even added 15% for waste. Everything seems pretty available to me. So you're mentioning that phase 2 is waiting on materials. Phase 2 was started, what, 4 months ago? Am I right? Am I wrong? I think I'm right. Because I worked for the contractor that's on that as the project manager. Anyhow, so my house is listed in phase 3, but yet it's already built out, 100%. How is the finance department telling me that I already have a bill in their department for $85,000 for a unit that hasn't even been touched? How is that possible? It's unjust. So if you look there, and you look up at the left-hand corner there, you can see that it's time-stamped. I built this morning. This wasn't a quote that was built several months ago. These materials are there. They're sitting there in Home Depot, waiting for somebody to utilize them. But if you look back on page 17, the materials for this house is going to cost $4,000. $4,000. So I still got $81,000 to play with, right? So I broke it down for you guys because this is what I do for a living. So if I paid 5 guys $200 a day for 8-hour days, that's $1,000, right? I'm going to give them 20 days, so that's $20,000 worth of labor. Pretty good. I'm going to give the contractor a 15% profit margin, which is about $3,000. So I'm still under $30,000. Where's the other $55,000 going? Why do I have to pay it? Who on the council approved it? I can tell you right now, Pablo, Rivera, and Alex were in the room. I'll tell you their names, and they did tell me that the council approved it. I just want answers. Just tell me, yes, Jesse, we're trying to hit it from the back door, bro. We're not going to give you no loot. $85,000, you guys. There's no equity here. There's still $55,000 unaccounted for. That's paying guys $24 an hour, which we all know that Terrell doesn't pay that. I'm being generous here, bro. That's 115% margin. 115% profit margin. I said it in there real close so y'all can hear that. Whew. Telling you what, if I was in your contracting department, I would have such an easy job. I would just get on the radio and say, hey, contractors, come to the Pascua Yaqui tribe. Jesus Christ, every house that you touch, you can buy a new truck. Because you're going to make 130% profit margin. I don't know if the numbers make sense to you guys, but 130% profit margin.
Thank you, Mr. Bustamante. I think we have heard your concerns. We'll go ahead and take it. This is the first time I'm hearing from it. May have to look for another contractor, housing. We'll see about that, but we'll go ahead and look. We'll have your contact information. We'll contact you as soon as we can. Any more call to the audience?
Good afternoon. And yes, it is hot outside,
Good afternoon.
but we are here and my name is Cecilia Garcia and I am the chair for the First Things First Pascua Yaqui Tribe Regional Partnership Council. On behalf of the First Things First Pascua Yaqui Tribe Regional Partnership Council, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the Tribal Council and staff for your leadership and continued support of the Regional Partnership Council's work. Most importantly, your commitment to the young children of the tribe from birth age to 5 and their families. So before I continue, please allow me to take a minute to acknowledge the members of the First Things First Pascua Yaqui Tribe Regional Partnership Council. John Jensen, Vice Chair of the Regional Partnership Council. Members Amalia Reyes, Andrea Romero, Shana Tautolo, Rosie Gutierrez, Hector Yutzi, Marcus Diaz, Gloria Escalante, and Marilyn Sando. In February 2008, the Pascua Yaqui Tribe Council passed a resolution supporting the tribe as a separate region within First Things First. Since 2008, the Regional Partnership Council, a group of dedicated volunteers, has determined what early childhood services will be provided locally with First Things First funds. The Regional Partnership Council has responsibility for assessment, planning, partnership development, resource development, and program service implementation for early childhood development and health for the children of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe Reservation. We have accomplished so many great things together over the past years, alongside numerous community partners who support the tribal early childhood development and health system and serve as strong advocates for young children and their families. This is the reason that we are here today to acknowledge the Pascua Pueblo Fire Department of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe as the 2024 First Things First Champion for Young Children. Congratulations. The First Things First Champion for Young Children Award is presented to local champions who go above and beyond in their efforts to support young children from the birth to age 5. The Pascua Pueblo Fire Department's leadership and staff are among those champions, consistently providing valuable and innovative services to the tribal children and their families. So again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now I would like to read the Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition from the U.S. Senator Mark Kelly. Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition presented to the Pascua Pueblo Fire Department in recognition of being a 2024 Arizona Early Childhood Regional Champion. So this is theirs also. So again, thank you for this opportunity to present this award that states the 2024 Pascua Yaqui Tribe Champion for Young Children, Pascua Pueblo Fire Department, for outstanding leadership and advocacy on behalf of young children. First things first, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, we're all set. Usually I know that, we're here and you guys are busy, but as far as photos, I don't know if that's what you want to do. Since we're all here, so it's up to you. So I don't know who's going to take the picture.
Take a photo. If we can get them to step in front, the awards.
I do. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. And one more for good luck.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Pascua Pueblo Fire Department, for the great job and advocacy that you guys do for our youth. We'll go ahead and continue if there's no more call to the audience. We'll move on to action item number 7, first resolution.
Well, good afternoon, Tribal Council, community staff, and those listening online. So the first resolution is approving enrollment applications. So they currently meet our current membership requirements of 1/4 or more, being a citizen and having somebody on our tribal roll.
Resolution number C07-180-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui tribe approving enrollment applicants of eligible applicants, list date July 1st, 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motioned by Councilman Saldana and second by Councilman Flores. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with 7 vote count.
Next resolution is disapproving ineligible applicants. So those ones currently don't meet our current requirements for membership.
Resolution number C07-181-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui tribe disapproving enrollment applicants of ineligible applicants, list date July 2nd, 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Chairman Hernandez and second by Councilman Andrea Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with the 7 yes vote count.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chairman, Tribal Council, and members of the audience. Shauna Totolo representing the Health Department. This resolution here is to address the amendment number 1 for W.E. O'Neill Construction Company, and it's to address the 3 change orders for additional scope of work. Thank you.
Resolution number C07-182-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui tribe approving amendment number 1 to the construction contract with W.E. O'Neill Construction Company of Arizona for renovations of the tribe's original health building in excess of $100,000. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with the 7 yes vote count.
Thank you, Council. The next resolution is ratifying the chairman's signature on the amendment to further outline facility use for Native Health, Inc. This is for our Guadalupe Health Center.
Resolution number C07-183-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui tribe ratifying and approving amendment number 1 to the medical and healthcare services contract between the tribe and Native Health, INC, to provide medical and healthcare services at Guadalupe Health Center. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Councilman Saldaña. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a yes vote, 7 yes vote count.
Thank you, Council. The next resolution is to increase the contract cap to cover additional dental services to tribal members served by Native Health.
Resolution number C07-184-25. Resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe approving amendment number 1 to the dental services provider contract between the Pascua Yaqui Tribe and Native Health in excess of $100,000. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with the 7 yes vote count.
Thank you, Council. The next resolution is approving a intergovernmental agreement with Pima Community College to provide externship experience and training for pharmacy technician students at our facility starting in August 2025.
Resolution number C06-185-25, ordinance 50-25. Resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe approving an intergovernmental agreement with Pima Community College for pharmacy tech practicum for PCC students and approving an ordinance authorizing a limited waiver of sovereign immunity. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Councilman Saldaña. Do I have a, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
Thank you, Council.
Good afternoon once again. This next resolution is resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe appointing Ms. Rosana Dominguez as Director of the Department of Senior Services Division of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe.
Resolution number C07-186-25. Resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe appointing Rosanna Dominguez as Director of the Department of Senior Services Division of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Who's second?
Chairman.
Chairman?
Mhm.
Motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Chairman Hernandez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
Congratulations.
Speech. Speech.
Congratulations. Do we have a speech? Any words? Very important assignment. Congratulations.
Los Mchamiabo, Quechamalea, Ne Rosana Dominguez de Teac. Greetings, my name is Rosana Dominguez. My family is the Flores family, originally from Old Pascua. We moved in '87 here to New Pascua. I've been working with the Pascua Yaqui tribe since 1995. This September will be 30 years. I am honored and privileged for this opportunity and your support, Council. I really look forward to working with our seniors. I want to thank also my husband and my family and my friends that have supported me as well through my journey, my learning experience. And I also want to acknowledge my team that I work with in social services. Director Michael Priest, thank you so much for your support. Ms. Irma Valencia, Dr. Guerra, and all of our team members at social services. It was a privilege working with them. And I am honored to take this position wholeheartedly. I will do my best in serving the seniors. Chocotesia. Thank you.
Congratulations, thank you. The next resolution is resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe appointing Ms. Erin Pasos as Executive Director of the Economic and Community Development Division of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe.
Resolution number C07-187-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe appointing Erin Pasos as Executive Director of the Economic and Community Development Division of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Saldana and second by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
We have another speech, I believe. Congratulations.
I just want to say thank you to Tribal Council for this opportunity and to continue to lead our Economic and Community Development Division. It's been an honor to serve our tribal community. Over my past 28 years with the tribe, I've had the chance to see our tribe grow in so many ways. Pascua Yaqui serves as a trailblazer in Indian country, and I'm proud to say that I'm a part of this phenomenal organization. I'm excited to collaborate, to listen, and to help drive meaningful and lasting impact. I believe that the potential of our communities and our commitment to doing the work that'll help them thrive. So thank you again, and I'm grateful to be here, and I look forward to what more we can achieve. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, if I may. Yeah. Ms. Pasos, I just want to thank you. I know on behalf of the council, you're definitely one person that we could always count on. So I know we throw you a lot of curveballs, a lot of projects on top of projects, but I just want to thank your commitment to the tribe, the commitment to our people, and just overall taking every single curveball that council has thrown at you without complaining, and for your overall vision, and then your commitment to the overall good of our tribal members. So again, congratulations. I know this appointment was long overdue. You've been in interim capacity for some while now, but I just want to congratulate you. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, Council. The next resolution, this is my first time doing this, sorry, is approving the intergovernmental agreement between the tribe and Arizona Board of Regents, acting on behalf of Arizona State University, approving the development, implementation, and evaluation of a culturally grounded after-school program for Yaqui teens.
Resolution number C07-188-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe approving an intergovernmental agreement between the tribe and the Arizona Board of Regents, acting on behalf of the Arizona State University, and approving the related research proposal to complete an effectiveness study on the Native Spirit Program. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Gonzalez and second by Councilman Saldana. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
And Mr. Urbina, I do have a question. Just for the community, if you can explain what that research world consists of, and just give the community a better understanding of exactly what this resolution consists of.
Yeah, of course. First of all, Leo Senchi Manyavu, my name's Amanda Urbina Hunter. I'm a member of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe and an assistant professor at ASU. Born and raised in Tucson, but up there for now. But so for the past 10 years, I've been working on developing a culturally grounded after-school program in partnership with Boys and Girls Clubs. And so after receiving a research grant from NIH, have had the fortunate time to work with my own community. And so it's the development of a culturally grounded program. So it's an after-school program. Each session is based on a different cultural value and practice. We're still just getting started on developing that curriculum with the Community Advisory Board here with the Language and Culture Department, Sewa Usim, and a couple, a few others right now. I think our last meeting, there was about 14 folks. And so we're looking at how does participation in cultural engagement, cultural activities, how does that impact youth self-esteem, resilience, cultural identity, and possibly substance use prevention. And so it's just that idea of this really important relationship between our cultural identity and our health. And so that's kind of what we're looking at and hoping to develop and start with the program. So thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Council. I'm Elena Acosta, Chief Prosecutor for the Pascua Yaqui Tribe, and this intergovernmental agreement is for a contract with the Gila River Gaming for a domestic violence conference to be held at one of their resorts in November.
Resolution number C07-189-25, ordinance 54-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribal Council authorizing an agreement with Gila River Gaming Enterprises approving an ordinance providing a limited waiver of sovereign immunity. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with the 7 yes vote count.
Thank you.
This one's been tabled.
190.
KNL, been tabled.
It's been tabled.
Resolution number C07-190-25 has been pulled. Resolution number C07-191-25 has been pulled.
Yeah, it's Josh.
Sorry about that. Our attorney fell asleep.
You have to jump down now.
We should have put Ms. Dominguez as a senior center resolution.
I forgot that Domingo was going to be covering this, and then Domingo couldn't be here. So, good afternoon, Chairman, members of council. What you have before you is a resolution for Harris Laughlin up in Nevada for a senior services event. And the reason that's here is that it does require a waiver of sovereign immunity for enforceability.
Resolution number C07-192-25, ordinance 57-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe approving a convention and sales agreement with Harris Laughlin Resort and Casino for purposes of a senior services event and an ordinance authorizing a limited waiver of sovereign immunity. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. Sorry.
Motion by Treasurer Coopies and second by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chairman, Tribal Council and Community, and Michael Priest representing Social Services. And we got two resolutions that we're asking for approval. The first one is for the submission of a grant proposal for FDPIR, and that's a food distribution program that we serve here on the reservation and in Pima County at this time.
Resolution number C07-193-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe authorizing submission of a grant application to the United States Department of Agriculture, Food and Nutrition Service for the food distribution program on the Indian Reservation. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
We have motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Treasurer Guppies. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
Thank you. And then the second resolution we're bringing back to Tribal Council, we needed to get it reapproved regarding dates and different things for an adult social services retreat that's going to be at the Achin Resort.
Resolution number C07-194-25, ordinance 58-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe approving the convention and sales agreement terms and conditions with Harris Achin Casino for the purposes of an adult social services event and an ordinance authorizing a limited waiver of sovereign immunity.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with the 7 yes vote count.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, council, community members, Sarah and Pasos. Again, this resolution is for approving a water line agreement for a water line extension that will help future development off of Ignacio Balmea and Valencia Road.
Resolution number C07-195-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe approving an agreement with construction of water facilities under a private contract with City of Tucson Water Department for a watered facilities to serve development on Valencia Road. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Saldana and second by Treasurer Guppies. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
Thank you. So this next resolution is for a retroactive intergovernmental agreement with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission for our Tribal Employee Rights Office.
Resolution number C07-196-25, ordinance 59-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe authorizing retroactively an intergovernmental agreement with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission to fund Tribal Employment Rights Office for education, implementation, and enforcement, and an ordinance authorizing a limited waiver of sovereign immunity. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
I have motion by Treasurer Guppies and second by Councilman Saldana. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
Thank you, council.
Okay, this next resolution is for approving employee welfare benefits insurance contract renewals with UMR, Vision Service Plan, Connecticut General Life Insurance Company, New York Life Insurance Company, Brookshire Hathaway, and Optum RX, Inc. for Tribal Government, Gaming and Tribal Enterprise Division, and the WOI Plan employees.
Resolution number C07-197-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe approving employee welfare benefits insurance contract renewals with UMR Vision Services Plan, Con- Connecticut General Life Insurance Company, New York Life Insurance Company, Berkshire Hathaway, and Optum RX Inc., INC, for Tribal Government, Gaming, and Tribal Enterprise Division, and WI Plan employees. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilwoman Gonzalez and second by Councilman Flores. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain?
Abstain.
Motion carried with a 6 yes vote count and 1 abstention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Tribal Council, Chairman, members of the community, and people online. Amanda Lomaezva for the Gaming Enterprise. This last resolution that you have on your agenda is for Internet Sports, Inc., and it's basically a contract that will provide software that runs our sports book in the casino.
Resolution number C07-198-25, ordinance 60-25, resolution of the Pascua Yaqui Tribe authorizing a sports book development and consulting services agreement with Internet Sports International, Ltd., DBA ISI, Ltd., in excess of $300,000, and approving an ordinance authorizing a limited waiver of sovereign immunity. Do I have a motion?
Motion?
We have motion by Councilwoman Alvarez Gomez and second by Councilman Flores. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Anyone abstain? Motion carries with a 7 yes vote count.
Thank you, Tribal Council.
So I want to thank everybody that came out here to this council meeting. I do want to remind them that the Yaqui Times is available online, like Mr. Kopi stated here. We do want to mention that a lot of the reporting on that Yaqui Times is the full accounts of what we've completed within the year. It's going to give a small statement from each council member in order for them to elaborate a little bit more about what we've been working on for the full year that we completed already. I know that at this point, we still continue to work with our water rights, our land acquisitions, which at this point we cannot share with the community, but we are still continue to work and negotiate with the federal government, with the state, and we'll continue to do that for our tribe. So I'll just move ahead to action item number 8, adjournment. Everybody in agreement, say aye.
Aye.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
But I asked too, like.